Yeah.
Ah, the Dancing Bear?
Yeah, it's John.
Yeah, your mama didn't really name you Dancing, did she?
No. That's just the name I picked up in radio.
Great. No, I'm only kidding, yeah.
Okay, we got about a minute and a half here.
All right, I'm holding.
Okay, hang on.
Thanks.
All right, we're going to the air here. Got a bunch of questions. Took some questions from some listeners.
Great.
And heard you had a wild show last night.
We were in Hershey.
Yeah, in Hershey.
Yeah.
Just up the street here.
Yeah, it was great.
All right, were you calling from Philly right now?
No, I'm actually in Jersey.
You're in Jersey?
Yeah, I'm about to leave. On my way.
Okay, great. Thanks for checking in here. About 1 minute, we'll go here.
Just push the idea that there are a couple tickets left.
Still some tickets left. Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I was going to ask you if the show was sold out.
This is the 10th time I'm performing there, and there are a couple tickets, and I don't like it.
Ooh. You want them shows sold out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every other one has been.
Okay. Okay, got a bunch of questions here. Ready to roll? Been waiting for you, sitting here.
Great.
Okay, hang on. Here we go. Berks County's #1 radio station, we're WRFY-FM. As Henry Lee Summer with his new one, and hey baby, well it's 2:38:22 before 3 o'clock, and excuse me, as I've been promising all day today, we're waiting for a phone call from Jon Bon Jovi, and he is on the phone line. Hello, John.
How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Oh, just great.
Okay, where you say you're calling from right now? You in Philly or New Jersey right now?
Jersey.
Getting ready for the show tonight?
You betcha. Heading south as we speak. I could see everybody standing here in front of me. The guys in the band are going, will you come on? We have to go to work today.
Gotta get going, huh?
Yeah, you know, I'm working. I actually got to come home and see my house, but I'm leaving again today. And, you know, I just was almost tempted to knock the cobwebs off of my bed and sleep in it, and I said, nah.
When's the last time you did sleep?
Oh, Jesus, I don't even remember.
Don't remember. How's the tour going?
Just great. Just great. We started on Halloween night in Dublin, Ireland, and we are, oh, Jesus, 130 some odd shows into the tour and just going strong.
Yeah, I read with this show. This tour was supposed to wrap up in May.
No such luck. May of next year.
May of next year.
Hardest working band in show business.
Heard you had a pretty wild show at Hershey Park last night.
Yeah, Hershey was great.
One of our listeners wanted to know why you wore that particular shirt. We can't say what it said, but was there a reason you wore that particular shirt last night?
Yeah, it said something about below me. But I was, yeah, it was naughty.
Yeah, in the back it said all night long, too. So
I think it said, and just leave.
Just
It was a gift from a fan, and I'll tell you what, that thing gets some reaction.
Uh-huh. Okay. And one question I wanted to ask you about, are you going to be doing a show at Giant Stadium in New Jersey?
We did last Sunday.
Okay, you consider that your homecoming show, or?
Absolutely.
No, what about the Spectrum? Because that's close to New Jersey, though.
You know, I'll tell you something.
The second homecoming, maybe?
Thing about the Spectrum, and this is no lie, Giant Stadium, like somebody just asked me before, was the highest high of my career. It was 72,000 fans. We sold it out in record time. But the Spectrum, and this is no lie, has always been more fun than the Meadowlands.
All right, good to hear that.
The people there are just completely out of their minds. They really make it special for us. Even, look, we played the Meadowlands only 3 times. This will be my 9th and 10th times at the Spectrum. It's just like a club gig to me. I have so much fun there. I keep coming back.
And there's still tickets left, you say?
Tonight, I can't believe it. The first out of 10 times, there are some tickets left. I'm disappointed.
Okay.
But I promise, you know, that this is the greatest show on earth, man. Come on down.
Okay, we'll try to get those tickets sold out for you. How's married life?
Well, I like the T-shirt. I got better.
You like the T-shirt? You got better. Uh-oh, I hope she's not listening.
Guys.
What's your wife's name again?
Nah, next subject.
Okay, you don't want to talk about that. Okay, about, what's this? Dorothea?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, about this Soviet tour coming up. That's coming up in August, right?
Yeah, we're going to Russia. We've got their premier band. They're called Gorky Park. They recorded their album in Philadelphia, with the exception of one song that Richie Sambora and I wrote and produced for him that we finished here in my studio today. So they're heading on back. They're all done with their record. They're going to head on back to Moscow and meet us there in August.
Okay, there was one listener who called in and said, you having some problem with that? What's the most frustrating thing about that Soviet tour coming up?
Well, it's not like you're calling up Electric Factory and saying, hey, we want to play the Spectrum tonight. You've got a lot of government red tape to deal with. You've got a country that's never had a rock show, especially of this size. You're talking about a country that's never heard of the Beatles or the Stones as far as their government-owned record company is concerned. The only way they've ever heard anything has been on the black market. There's no radio station, no MTV, no magazine. This is a first.
But I'm sure you know we're pretty big over there.
Well, we're looking forward to it.
That's coming up
August the 12th and 13th. It'll be on pay-per-view worldwide, 50 countries. We're doing an album for it, and we're headlining a show that features the Scorpions, Aerosmith, Motley Crue, Ozzy Osbourne, Cinderella, and Skid Row.
Is that something like the Monsters of Rock?
Yeah, just about the Soviet version of it.
Okay, your album New Jersey hit number 1 a couple of weeks ago, or a while ago, and is currently holding at number 16. It's the biggest rock LP to date. You have 4 singles off that LP. You're going to be releasing any more songs off that album?
Well, it depends. We have just released our 4th one. 2 out of the first 3 hit number 1. Born to Be My Baby got up to number 3. So Lay Your Hands follows it right up to the top. Then, I think there'll be another one.
Okay, and you were talking about a next LP. Is that going to be a live LP from the Soviet Union?
Yeah, we've recorded Paris, London, Tokyo, Birmingham, England, Portland, Oregon, New Jersey, and we've got the truck with us.
Okay, we'll be looking forward to that. When's the release date? Do you know offhand?
No, it's hard to say because I imagine the tour is going to go until next February or March.
Okay, a couple of questions from some listeners we had calling about that show last night at Hershey. Now, Sebastian ran across the stage in his underwear, and you pulled him off. Was that planned?
Oh, no. You think I'd let that guy on the stage? To begin with, that'd be a scary thought. But to see this young punk in his underwear is even a scarier thought. And Davey the Snake, his guitar player, came out the same way with a stocking over his head. I think they had a little too much, Oreos and milk with those guys or something. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder about them.
Okay, a couple of questions about your hair. Have you always had long hair?
Ever since I was old enough to run away from my father, yeah.
And your father's a hairdresser.
Well, he used to cut hair for a living, but as a kid, you see, in my house, instead of getting your butt kicked, you'd end up getting a haircut. So if you ever see pictures of me in the circulating in magazines with short hair, you knew I had been out like all night or something like that just prior to it.
Okay, because I read somewhere that you keep promising to cut your hair, but you just can't find the courage to do it.
Well, it's not that. I mean, somebody had said to me, why don't you cut your hair? I said, well, I'm too lazy to tell you the truth. So, I don't know. I've had long hair since I'm 16 years old, so it's been a long, long time.
Okay, since you were 16. Who does your hair?
If I get a haircut, my father does.
He's going to do it?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Your dad was a, hair cutter. Wouldn't you let him do it? Or if he was a plumber, you'd do your plumbing,
I guess so. Would you trust him, though? He might take it all off.
No, he's nice to me now.
Oh, he's nice. Okay, gotcha on that one. Do you do any of your older songs during the show, like Runaway and She Don't Know Me?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And every show's different. Tonight we'll do some, and then tomorrow night it'll be different songs.
Okay. Another question from a
Or
listener.
albums to pick from, plus a slew of cover songs, so we just could go forever at this point.
What kind of cover stuff do you do?
The other night we played Johnstown, and it was just pouring rain. I saw Noah's Ark go right down Main Street, I'm telling you. And, we just walked out of the dressing room, and I shouted out, Creedence Clearwater Revival in C. We started going, Who Stopped the Rain? We're doing all these rain songs, and, just wherever we're in the mood for. Some days we're doing the Four Tops and the Supremes, some days we're doing the Beatles, some days, it could be Judas Priest. We don't care.
Okay, that's great. Okay, another question here from a listener. What's your opinion about what some people say about today's rock music, about being a bad influence on kids? What do you have to say about that?
Oh, man, they said Elvis was a bad influence.
Yeah,
Those were a bad influence. And now it's the same people are telling you those are the legends.
Okay, just one last question. It's the 25th anniversary of The Who. Do you see yourself rocking and rolling for that long a time?
I hope so. I'll tell you what, if I could be half as cool for half as long, I'd be doing just fine.
Okay, great. Well, that's fine. Joey and the phone line we're talking to right now. It's going to be at the Spectrum tonight. That's not sold out yet.
That's right. There are some seats available, but I know it's going to be clean before the night is through.
Got to get that show sold out. We have one of our winners. I don't have her name from this morning, but one of our winners. We had a Bon Jovi weekend this past weekend. Gave away cassettes of New Jersey.
That's great.
And a pair of backstage passes. So one of our listeners is going to be down there talking to you tonight.
Very good. Well, I'll see her there.
Okay, we'll look forward to seeing you tonight at the Spectrum for your show.
Thanks a lot.
All right, John. Thanks for calling. Let's roll one of your songs right now from the New Jersey cassette. This is Lay Your Hands on Me on Y102.